Hey everybody, I'm here today with Allison Chandler, Director of Global Learning and Engagement, and we're going to talk a little bit about her role here at Bowles, as well as some of the activities that we undertook on Spark Day. So welcome. Thank you for coming in. So this is your first year as the Director of Global Learning and Engagement. What drew you to this position?
Oh, I'm just so passionate about the ideas behind global learning, and so luckily to be in a school that supports those ideas, that we've been working on global learning since 2016.
Sure.
Right, so taking like the really long, slow road of putting together a great program, and I'm really proud of the program that we have here.
Right. So how do you envision this developing over the next, 3 to 5 years?
So we've made some updates to the Global Scholars Program for this year, as things are unfolding and developing, and really want to support global learning as it's happening on all of the other campuses. So one of the big things I'd like to work on is middle school travel. So we're working on two programs for the middle school, one to Washington, D.C., and one to Costa Rica. I just see middle school as such a great age to travel, to go out and see the world.
For sure. And it's probably a little bit easier because you're not conflicting with varsity sports or AP classes.
Yes, absolutely. They're just so open to exploring the world, and they have the time to devote to those types of things.
Yeah. So obviously global learning is really important at Bowles. We're an international boarding school, and we've got a number of countries represented as well as languages spoken. So it's really important as you agree to start this as early as possible and expose students. Tell me a little bit about the Global Scholars Program.
Oh, right. So students can apply in 8th or 9th grade, and then there is a cohort of 20 students who are together until graduation. And so they start the program with a global learning course, kind of an introduction to global learning, and then they'll end their senior year with a senior level global learning course. And then in the meantime, they're working on independent projects. They're doing work across campus. On Spark Day, they were really involved in Spark Day. So it's essentially students who are super passionate about global learning, and they want to have a curriculum and extracurricular activities that are totally focused on that.
That's awesome. And they get a distinction on their diploma,
They
correct?
do, yes.
Yeah,
And we'll have our first graduating class this year.
That's super exciting. You mentioned Spark Day. Tell me a little bit more about what Spark Day is and the impact.
Yes, so on Spark Day, freshman students go out into the community to work with different nonprofits. And this year, we really focused on making this part of the global learning program. So this idea of thinking globally, major global issues, but acting locally. What are local organizations doing to work towards solving those global issues? So leading up to Spark Day, we wanted to make sure that it was really intentional for the freshmen. The GSP seniors gave a presentation during a freshman convocation to explain this idea, essentially, to think globally and act locally, unveiled the different nonprofits that they would be working with. Then the day of Spark Day, students went out to different organizations. So we had 10 different nonprofits around town, ranging from the Mandarin Museum, North Florida School of Special Education, Ronald McDonald House. And then because we got derailed a little bit with the hurricane, we also had some projects happening here on campus. And that part was amazing, that they duplicated what would be happening, for instance, with the Riverkeeper, but did it here on campus. And then in the afternoon, we did some programming with the freshmen to kind of pull it all together to make sure that they could reflect on what they did that morning and how it fit in with broader global issues.
That's awesome. I love it. I fully support that. I think it's really important for our students, our faculty, our staff to get out of this Bowles bubble. It is an amazing bubble, and it's a wonderful place to be, but we need to remember that there is this giant world locally, nationally, internationally, and so I think more that we have students thinking about their impact on that obviously is going to be something that's going to play into their college and career life. Well, thank you so much for coming in. This was super informative. I think it is one of the most important aspects that we have going on at Bowles. Thank you to you and your team for pivoting with the hurricane. I know that there was a lot of work that went into that. And just keep up the great work.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your support of global learning across campus.
Yeah. And thanks to everybody out there for all that you do.